So I'll do it Wednesday morning for Mr. Crawford. All right, good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Thomas Crawford.
All right, Thomas Crawford. This is Judge Middleton. Also with me is Mr. Keith Stickley, the Chief Public Defender. Mr. Crawford, you had 2 retail fraud charges. File 26141OM, a retail fraud in 3 hours that allegedly occurred on December 20th of 2025. You got arrested on a warrant, posted bond of $50, had a pretrial, an arraignment. They set a pretrial and you didn't show up in February of 2026. That's the scribbling note page for that. You also had another retail fraud dated January 2nd of 2026 under ordinance, and you didn't respond to that. So how did you come to get arrested this weekend?
Pretty much I turned myself in a way. I've seen I told them I had warrants. They didn't even know I had warrants. Officers.
Where'd you turn yourself in at?
I didn't turn myself in, but the officers didn't even know I had warrants. They were gonna let me go. And I told them I had 2 warrants I need to take care of, and they brought me down here.
When was that?
Just Friday. Been down here since Friday, not able to see, Your Honor. Blind almost.
All right, bond in this matter is $200 cash or surety.
So anyway, he ordered the judge, they ordered the jail to send me to see a doctor at the hospital real quick. I can't see nothing, Your Honor. Been blind.
Well, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'm gonna set a pretrial tomorrow at 8:30. In both cases. For the city of Three Rivers, both cases. Where do you live?
651 Grand Street, South Grant, 3 Rivers, Michigan.
Did you get tornadoed?
A little bit, yeah, I got some damage. Not real
Whose
bad.
house is that?
That would be my Aunt Shirley's.
Well, you're awful itchy. You got bed bugs or something?
No, I've just been laying there for 4 days without a shower and stuff, Your Honor. I can't see anything. Blind. I mean, these cases ain't that serious.
I'll have you brought up here tomorrow. I'll have the prosecutor see you tomorrow at 8:30.
I appreciate it, Your Honor. I can't see anything.
Did you have vision problems before?
No. This happened Friday night when I got here. Since Friday night, I haven't got to see nothing. Face is swollen and all kinds of shit going on. I need to see a doctor bad. Oh, take me to the hospital.
All right, let's see if we can take care of this in the morning. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Milton.
All right.
You go.
Mr. George, see him tomorrow. Maybe we can do everything.
I'm not sure what's up with the jail system and the credits or whatever, but it was really frustrating last week. I was working with Judge P, and we couldn't ascertain. He wanted to give a guy a COBS agreement that I asked for, but we couldn't tell how many days jail credit he had.
Yes, I'm very frustrated as well. They implemented the new system and abandoned the old system without connecting us to the new system. And the people don't know how to use the new system. We can't access it. It's a huge pain. It's part of the travails we're going through as we transfer. My sound doesn't work. the bathroom doesn't work. The jail system doesn't work.
Medical system doesn't work. either.
Yes, I'm very frustrated. I talked to the sheriff about it on Thursday. Hi, we're ready to swab out Mr. Crawford for Mr. Randall. Thank you. All right. So I don't know, they don't even know how to use it themselves very well. I understand. He said, well, you're really gonna like it. Well, I'd like to get connected to it. I would have done these guys first thing this morning with Jeanette. Certainly Mr. Randall, I would have done this morning, but I didn't know about it until the arraignments were done. And right now, I'm the only court that functions. Judge Patterson's court has been dismantled. So it is a trying time, and I guess our goal is to maintain our good humor the best we can. But I tell you, the lack of sound has been a big pain trying to do that interpreter case without the sound working.
I'm here.
Yeah, we saw this.
All right, Mr. Crawford, I'm sorry about the wait. I mean, Mr. Randall.
It's fine.
I had you in that room and I couldn't get all the players I needed together. So go ahead and have a seat, sir. All right, 252691 SM, People versus Frank Randall. This is a charge of assault and battery. Mr. Randall was charged with assaulting Anissa Carr.
No. That was a long time ago.
It's
Your
full
Honor.
of failing to appear. He got arrested in January of 2026 and posted a bond. Then he failed to appear for the last pretrial on March 19th, and I issued a bench warrant for his arrest. Then you also have a domestic violence charge from 2018 where you failed to pay fines and costs. I'm sorry, the assault and battery was on Michael Lee Carr. So we need to reset your case for a last pretrial.
But I didn't do any of those. I pleaded no contest to this. And I thought that was all finished. I went up to
The
the
other
shelter.
was, Anissa's case was done, but you didn't pay the fines and costs. Michael's case, you didn't show up for your pretrial.
I talked to Gibson, Paul Gibson, my public defender, and he never got back with me. I called because I couldn't get my ride canceled because the car wouldn't start. And I called him back again and he still never got back with me. And then the plan was.
All right, well, I'm gonna reset your last pretrial.
All right.
For this Thursday,
Okay.
April 9th. At 2 o'clock with Paul Gibson.
Okay.
How did you come to get arrested this weekend?
I went to Myers and I was sitting there eating ice cream. And I went to throw my container away and my light went in the trash. And I was trying to get it. And I guess some guy was offended, yelling, and I was yelling. And so they called the police. I didn't have no meth on me, Your Honor. I don't get this.
All right, well, don't tell him anymore. No, Mr. Stickley, you arraigned him on a meth charge earlier?
Yeah, we did. So I wouldn't make any other statements, sir. Hold tight. Bond's been set.
Yeah, let's see if we can get this case back on track. The meth case, I don't know anything about it. That's a very serious case. This one is less serious. You also didn't pay your fines and costs on the domestic assault charge.
Okay, I didn't know.
You were supposed to pay $225, and I don't think you ever paid anything, so maybe we can wipe that out. But I'll deal with that on Thursday at 2 o'clock. Bond is $1,000, cash or surety.
Well, I'll be here. I paid for it.
Well, I'll see you Thursday afternoon. Maybe we resolve the case at that time. So I'll see you then. You get a couple days to get squared away, and I'll see you Thursday afternoon at 2. All right, Keith, Mr. Randall failed to appear for a final pretrial on assault and battery charge.
Yep.
His lawyer is Paul Gibson, and Paul Gibson is scheduled to be here for a last pretrial on Thursday. So my intention is to set him for a last pretrial on Thursday. The other guy failed to appear on a retail fraud for Three Rivers for a pretrial, 2 of them. And my intention was to do it tomorrow, but I'm not sure that's enough lead time.
Sometimes the courtroom surprises you not with a dramatic verdict, but with the people who end up in front of a judge and how they got there. Thomas Crawford had 2 warrants. Police pulled him over, ran his information, and were ready to let him go. And Crawford, somehow, told them. He informed the officers themselves that he had 2 active warrants they needed to deal with. They brought him in. He's been sitting in a jail cell since Friday night, unable to see clearly, face swollen, saying he hasn't had access to a shower or a doctor since the moment he arrived. The judge didn't lecture him. He scheduled the pretrial for the next morning and asked the jail to look into the medical situation. Because these are retail fraud charges, not violent, not complicated, just unfinished business Crawford apparently decided to take care of in the most roundabout way possible. Then Frank Randall walked in. Assault and battery, bench warrant for missing his last pre-trial, unpaid domestic violence fines from 2018. Randall's explanation for the weekend arrest? He was at Myers eating ice cream. Dropped his lighter in the trash trying to throw away his cup. Somebody got offended. Police were called. And then, unprompted, Randall said directly to the judge that he didn't have any meth on him. Nobody asked about meth. His public defender immediately told him to stop talking. It turned out he had already been arraigned on a meth charge earlier that same day. 2 defendants, 2 chaotic weekends, 2 cases reset for another day. The court moves on. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns because justice never gets old.